We'll begin this practice in downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide. Set your feet about hips distance apart. Take a moment, take all of your favorite warm-up movements. You can pedal out through the feet. Send the heels to one side and then the other. Feel out a little bit of opening movement for yourself. Start to get into your breath. Find your audible Ujjayi breath. With your next inhale, lift onto the balls of the feet and then bend the knees. Take an exhale as you come into a very squatty downward facing dog. Give your feet a bit of a stretch. With your inhale, coil up the belly, ripple the spine, move forward to plank. As you exhale, bend the knees, press back, find a squatty down dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, squatty down dog. And again. With your next inhale, ripple forward. As you exhale, lower to your belly. Untuck your toes. Extend your fingertips back. Press your hips into the ground. Peel the body up for a little locust. Lots of energy through the fingertips. Firm up through the triceps. Energy through the feet. Take another inhale. On exhale, release to the ground. Plant your palms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more breath. With your next inhale, ripple forward. On exhale, once again, lower to your belly. Press the hips into the ground. Peel up, little locust. Inhale. Exhale, return to the ground. Plant your palms. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more breath. With your inhale, lift your heels, ripple forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, chin to the ground. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more breath. With your inhale, lift your heels. On exhale, bend into the knees. Slowly lower knees to the ground. Take an inhale, belly down, chest opens. Find cow pose. On exhale, navel draws in, round, tuck your chin. Again, inhale, belly down, chest opens. Exhale, round. One more, cow pose. And cat. Inhale, find a neutral spine. And now keeping your hips stacked over your knees, crawl your fingertips forward, melt your chest toward the ground. Place your forehead on the mat, or you can explore placing the chin on the ground. Take a couple of breaths in your puppy pose. Start to walk your hands back in. Return to your tabletop. We'll take one more cow and one more cat. And now as you inhale, belly down, chest opens, gaze up. Flex the right foot, keep the right knee bent, press the ground away. Press your heel to the sky. On exhale, bring your right knee into your belly, round, tuck your chin. Inhale, press right heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to navel. One more, inhale, press. Exhale, knee to navel, and then slide the right foot forward. Come into a lunge. You can walk the left foot back a little. Take a moment, settle in. Feel free to wiggle around. And then climb your hands onto your right thigh. Interlace the fingers. Lift and open the chest. Gaze up. Inhale, reach the arms high. Interlace fingers, extend index fingers. We'll take an inhale, lengthening. On exhale, take a quick stretch up and over to the right. Squeeze the right hip in and down. Hold for another full inhale and exhale. On inhale, return to center. On exhale, bring your fingertips toward the ground. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and we'll sweep the right leg high. Coming into a down dog split, bend the knee, open the hip. Keep that strong right hamstring engagement. See if you can use that to really lengthen through the front of the thigh. Inhale. On exhale, take a little swivelly figure eight. Right knee moves toward left tricep, toward right tricep. Circle in the air, inhale. Exhale, wiggle it through. One more. Extend, and then return to down dog. With an inhale, lift your heels. On exhale, bend your knees, lower to the ground. Take an inhale, belly down, chest opens. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale, belly down, left foot presses to the sky. Stay centered through the shoulders, take an inhale. Exhale, knee into navel, hollow out. Inhale, press your left heel to the sky. Exhale. One more. Inhale, press your heel. On exhale, knee into navel, and then just step through. Find a lunge. Walk your right toes back. Sink in, start to wake up the right hip flexor. You can twist, you can wiggle. Find center. Climb your hands up onto your thigh. Take an inhale, peel open. Stay for your exhale. And then inhale, arms reach high, interlace, extend index fingers. Exhale, stretch up and over to the left. Keep lunging forward. Be here for an inhale and an exhale. On inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Carry the left leg high, down dog split. Bend the knee, open the hip. Press your right heel toward the mat. See how much space you can find in your left hip flexor and your outer hip. Take an inhale. On exhale, left knee moves to right tricep, hollowing out, stay high to left tricep. Inhale as you circle in the air. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stay for exhale. Inhale, float the right leg high. On exhale, step your right foot, flex the foot strongly, step just in front of your left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, as you flex your foot, hollow out through the belly and step your left foot just in front of your right. It's like you're walking a little tightrope. You can come up onto your finger pads. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step. Inhale. Exhaling. Last time for the left. Inhale. Exhale, bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms reach high, gaze shifts up. Exhale, slow swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold hands to the ground, step into a plank. Inhale, strong plank. Exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Untuck your toes. Interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, press your hips into the ground, neck is long. Inhale, find a little locust pose. Just 2 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release to the ground. Bring your hands onto the mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg high. On exhale, knee into navel, hollow out, step through. Find a lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Take an inhale as the arms reach high. Soften into the back knee. See if you can get a little bit lower, a little bit longer. And then reach up. Perhaps shift your gaze up. Take an inhale. On exhale, sweep the fingertips back. Stay lifted and open in the chest. Firm up your triceps. Find a little more depth for your lunge. Stay here for an inhale and an exhale. With an inhale, let's peel open to the side of the space. Heels in, toes out. Turn it into a big star shape. On exhale, sit low. Hands on inner thighs. Give yourself a little movement time. Encourage openness. You can twist the right shoulder forward, then the left shoulder forward. And then we'll bring it to center. Stack rib cage over hips, get low. Palms to chest center. Take an inhale. Stay for an exhale. On inhale, burst open, create that star shape again. On exhale, we'll take warrior 2 toward the back of your mat. Left toes point to the back of the space. Right toes to the side wall. Gaze out beyond your left middle finger. Sink in for one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain the depth in your lunge. Reach up, gaze up. Take one more inhale. On exhale, circle. Spin the right heel up, plant the left palm. Move into a low twist. Inhale as you gaze up. Get strong through the back leg. Make sure your right heel isn't twisting off to one side. We'll take one more inhale. On exhale, dive your left hand. Let it tuck behind your right arm. Shift. And let's find a skandasana toward the front of your space. Right knee is bent, toes turn out. You can give yourself a little bit of depth. We're just here for a really quick moment. Fingertips can be on the ground, palms can press the chest center. Take one more, inhale. On exhale, pick the hips up, pivot to a lunge. Load weight into the right foot, coming into standing split. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, get low. Again, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, get low. One more. Exhale, get low. Left toes touch the back of the mat. Hands on the ground. Right leg high. Open the hip. Stay here. Or take the longest, slowest transition to flip dog. Inhale. Exhale. Find down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee into navel, hollow out. Step through heel to toe. Set your base. And then inhale, arms reach high. Take a couple of breaths to settle in. Soften the back knee, get long through the low back. Shoulders slide down, gaze can shift up. We'll take one more inhale. On exhale, sweep the fingertips back. Reach your chest forward. Get strong through the fingertips, triceps. Hang out here for an inhale and an exhale. With an inhale, peel open, find a star shape. Heels in, toes out, tailbone drops. On exhale, sit in. Find horse, palms to chest center, sit low. Just take a couple of breaths, settling in here. Take one more breath. Maybe get a little bit lower as you exhale. On inhale, burst open. On exhale, warrior two toward the back of your space. Gaze out beyond your right middle finger. Maintain your depth. Just a couple of breaths. Take one more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, gaze up. Find length in the right side body. Take a little bit of the sass out of your left hip. Let it drop down. Take one more inhale. On exhale, circle your hands toward the ground. Plant the left palm, right arm reaches high. Come into a low twist. Gaze up. Think about drawing the right hip in and back slightly. Take one more inhale. On exhale, right fingertips dive under left. Swivel. Bring yourself toward a skandasana at the front of your space. You can keep the fingertips on the ground, keep some energy in your toes, or you can bring your palms to chest center. Give yourself a little balance moment. Keep some engagement in your right quad. Take one more breath. As you exhale, lift your hips enough that you can pivot on the ball of the right foot, the heel of the left, coming into a lunge, and with an inhale, step into a standing split, right leg is high. On exhale, take a squat. 2 more. One more. Stay low. Right toes back of the mat. Hands on the ground, left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay or take a nice slow transition to your flip dog. Peel open. Inhale. Exhale. Return to down dog. Optional vinyasa in the style that we've been doing. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale. Any arm position for locust. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee into navel. Step through, find a lunge. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, we're going to straight away open to warrior 2. Find a little depth here. Settle in. With an inhale, we'll move to our reverse triangle. Bump your hips to the front of the space. Reach up. Gaze up. Hang for another inhale. And then start to make your way toward triangle. Bump your hips to the back of your space. Reach forward. Right fingertips can be light on your shin, your big toe, a block. Left arm high. Engage your quads. You have 1 more inhale. And exhale. With an inhale, let your left hand pull you up to center. And then turn your right toes. Bring both hands onto your waist. We'll keep the hands on the waist. Take an inhale, lift and open the chest. On exhale, reach your chest forward as you fold. Take another inhale, half lift. On exhale, fold, tuck your chin. Keep your hands on your waist. Find some engagement in your upper back. Squeeze your elbows toward one another. If the crown of the head is easily on the mat, shorten your stance a little and get a little more length. You've got a few rounds of breath. With an inhale, find a halfway lift. Release your hands to the ground. Walk to the top of your space. We'll find a low lunge. Place the back knee on the ground. Draw your hips back. Find a half split. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale as you fold. Hang out with your half split. Or you can always tuck your back toe and slide into a full Hanumanasana, depending upon where you're at today in your practice. If you're working on squaring your hips, tuck the back toe, draw the right hip back. Sit up tall, find your center. Feel free to wiggle around. You've got about 3 breaths. Take 1 more. And then find your way to a lunge. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Once again, we'll find a standing split. Left leg is high, just a quick inhale. Exhale, get low. Left toes back of the mat, palms touch down. Right leg is high. Once again, you can just take down dog or you can play. Take all the time in the world. Maybe take a slow transition through a little side plank of your choice. And then step the right toes, peel open, big inhale. Exhale, hand to the ground, down dog. Inhale the left leg high. On exhale, knee into navel, hollow out. Long lunge. Inhale, arms reach high, shift the gaze up. On exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, let's find a reverse triangle. Left hand is up, right hand is down, hips bump to the front of your space. We're here for another breath or so. Start to make your way up through center. Bump your hips to the back of the space, reach your left fingertips forward, inhaling. Exhale, start to move into your triangle pose. Right arm reaches high, gaze can shift up. You've got about 3 breaths. One more. With an inhale, bring yourself up to center. On exhale, pivot the toes, hands on your waist. Let's take an inhale, open the arms wide. On exhale, interlace behind the back. Extend, open through the chest, take a big inhale. On exhale, hinge forward. Crown of the head is moving toward the ground. Tuck your chin, gaze toward your navel. You've got about 3 breaths. 2. 1 more breath. On inhale, find a halfway lift. Release your fingertips. On exhale, pivot to the top of your space. Turn it into a lunge. Place the back knee onto the ground. Draw your hips back. Find a half split. Reach your chest forward for an inhale. Exhale as you fold. Stay here or explore your full Hanumanasana, tucking the back toe. Wiggling in from the back side sometimes gets you a little more square in the hips, or at least it does for me. You can keep the right toes tucked, draw the left hip back. This is my glitchy tight side today, so I'm going to give it a little more time. You have a couple more breaths. You have 1 more breath. Start to find your way to a lunge. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Hands on the ground. Carry the left leg high. Shake it out. Or give yourself a slow flip dog. You can take the time, play in a side plank moment, and then step softly, peel open. Inhaling. Find down dog. With an inhale, ripple the spine forward, find a plank. On exhale, lower slowly to your belly. Untuck the toes. Reach back, grab a hold of the tops of your feet. Keep your inner thighs as close together as your low back allows. Bring the forehead toward the ground. And now, keeping your knees on the mat, just start to kick to the back of your space. Let your chest and shoulders open. If you can walk your hands down to your ankles, go ahead and do that and flex your feet. And now lift everything off the mat. Keep pressing the soles of the feet to the sky if you're holding your ankles for 1 more breath. And then release down. Press yourself back, find child's pose. Let your knees open wide, forehead toward the mat. Just one more breath. Crawl your fingertips a little more forward. Start to draw the navel in. Lift your hips. We'll flow forward to a seal pose. Big toes stay connected. Open through the chest. Gaze up. On exhale, flow back. Sit to your heels. Just one more. Inhale as you flow forward and open through the chest. And then you can always extend through the legs and tuck your toes. Let it be a wide tuck toe up dog. Flex your feet. Inhale. On exhale, belly in. Take it to a down dog. Step your feet a little closer together. Press the chest back. Take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Gently lower your knees to the ground. Sit off to one hip. And we'll come down onto our backs. Once you're on the ground, bring your knees into your belly. Take a little circle and reverse your circle. Step your left foot to the ground. Cross the right leg over above the knee. Shift your hips a little to the right. Extend the right arm out. Take a little twist. Gaze over your right shoulder. Use your breath to sink a little more deeply into your twist. Find your way back to center. Uncross the legs. Shift your hips to neutral. Cross the left leg over the right. Shift your hips to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder. And start to unwind back to center. Uncross. Step your feet to the ground. Give yourself a dead bugs pose moment. Arms and legs extend to the sky. Fingers and toes soften. Relax your breath. Close your eyes. And then bend one knee and then the other. Extend the legs long. Soften your elbows by your side body. Peel open. Give yourself a few moments of rest. I'll leave you here today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.